Greetings, hello, I am Jillian and welcome. This is a yoga class for our community at Ridgepoint, and we will do a 45-minute class. Throughout the class, I encourage you always to listen to your body, listen to your breath. Your breath has a lot to say. And if you're out of breath, please make sure that you rest and come back when you're ready to join. Make it a safe class, ahimsa, no harm. In addition to that, make sure you're following your doctor's advice, counterindications. For each pose, you will know your body better than I, and you want to make sure to follow things that feel good, what has been suggested and is appropriate for your body. Also, you must drink water. Keeping your body hydrated is key. So I may not cue you to drink water at the exact time that's perfect for you, so I encourage you always to drink water when needed. And have fun. That's the important thing. Okay, welcome. Let us all begin with a little breath, pranayama. That is our foundation of a yoga practice. It is the key. We want to yoke our breath with our spirit and our body. Go ahead and close your eyes. Find yourself seated on your chair. You can even wiggle around, and so that you feel your sit bones anchored onto the chair equally. You have equilibrium of weight. And you find your crown of the head pulling upward towards the sky. And as your eyes are closed, you can place your hands on top of the thighs, and this is more of a grounding sensation for the palms. Or if you choose, you can place your palms upward, which maybe is a symbolic, receptive position for the hands. So you decide what is feeling better for you. And as your eyes are closed, just one less distraction, let's begin to breathe through our nose. I encourage you to breathe through your nose. It's a cleaner breath. You have the natural hairs in there that work as a filter for your body. In addition to that, it's a warmer breath. It heats your body up naturally. But when in doubt, just breathe. Maybe even breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth if that feels better for you. But again, breathe. All right, let us begin with an even ratio breath. So breathing in full breath through your nose, filling your lungs, your ribs are going to expand. And I actually want you to think of, as you're breathing in, your belly protruding out like a balloon, which might be counterindicated. You might think this is a little counterintuitive, but I actually want you to fill your body full of breath, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, just encourage the belly to pull in, to assist the breath out through your body. Full breath in and full breath out, slowing the breath down. Let everything go that was going on earlier before you have started this practice, and concentrate on the breath. Your inhalation, the count, the duration should match the exhalation. Notice the temperature of your inhalation and the temperature of your exhalation. Notice if one is easier than the other. And if your eyes are closed, please open them now. All right. And let's just begin with a little movement. We'll start with our skull and kind of move downward. So I would like for you to look to the left. So I'll turn our gaze over to the left. And I encourage you to always let your movements be organic for you. Breathing in. And now we're going to drop the chin down towards the sternum. And let's roll it down, around, and all the way over to the other side. And then we'll gaze here for a moment, looking towards the right. And let's do this a few more times, dropping the chin down, around, and over, and lifting up and gazing to the left. And again, down, around, and over. And last time through. So I want you to bring your chin down, around, and over to the left, everybody. And let's hold here. And now bring the skull forward, the gaze forward towards the front of the room. And now let's actually drop the left ear over towards the shoulder and let gravity do the work here for a moment. And then I would like for you to lift your opposite arm out to the side, just nice and slow, bringing that right arm out. And now let's rotate that hand around, switch directions. So we have these lines of fascia that run through our body, this connective tissue, in addition to muscle and bone, and we want to work with all of it. And now from here, I'd like for you to spread the fingertips wide and just notice the energy line down that side of the body, and don't force anything. If it's uncomfortable, you want to back out. Now I want you to breathe. I want you to send your breath in your mind's eye all the way down to that hand. And just breathe into this sensation, waking that whole arm up, the neck up. And now let's start a little wave action. I want you to bend the elbow and just push the wave away. And let's do this about 4 times, give or take. Push. 3. 2. And last one. All right, and gently release the hand. Let's lift the head, drop the ear over to the opposite side. Breathe here. And let's begin to create that movement of the opposite arm now, ladies out and gentlemen out. Our guests in our yoga class, if you are not attending, just feel this side. Fingertips are spreading wide, and you can circle around on that wrist. And switch directions. And letting those fingertips open wide up towards the sky. And then what comes to surface on this side? In our mind's eye, this practice allows us to pay attention to both sides of the body and compare without judgment. It's that observation that we seek. And now let's start that movement of pushing away and pushing away, working with all that fascia and bone and muscle on the side. 3, bending and straightening for 2, pushing that wave away, and last one. And releasing that hand down, let's lift the skull back up, gaze towards the right, back to the center, and over to the left. Back to the center, let's drop the chin down towards the sternum, up towards the sky, the chin will rise, and a little nod of yes, nice and slow. And then feel yourself lengthening upward through your cervical spine and your neck. Let's bring our hands alongside us, everybody, and let's start to warm up those shoulders. So just nice big shoulder rolls, breathing through your nose, sending your breath to your shoulders. And then let us switch directions and let this be a little more in the elbows and the shoulder blades. All right, reach your hands forward and let's rotate through those wrists. Switch directions once again. Lift up, everybody, lift up, only to a point that's comfortable. Your lift could be towards the horizon. It could be up towards the heavens. What feels good for you? Keep this idea of lifting up, upward, and now let's drop that left hand down and reach over. Can you please anchor that opposite sit bone? So as we reach that arm over, I want you to anchor your sit bones on the earth and feel your abdominals gently pulling in, securing your back. And lifting up. Let's bring that arm down, lengthen, lift the opposite arm up, and let us lean over. Again, feeling your sit bones pushing down. So finding that foundation so you're not leaning and you're securing through your obliques here in your body. And let's lift up as you inhale and release down. Let's bring both arms forward and we're gonna swim a little bit. Arms forward, around and back. Forward, we're diving through some water, around and back. All right, last one. Let's bring those arms out, hold here, and let's bring the thumbs down, and you can feel a stretch all the way into your arms and shoulders, and we're gonna lift. Palms up, and let's do this a few times. Just a nice supinate, pronate, getting into our shoulder girdles here. All right, last time, let's leave those palms up. And then go ahead and slowly bring those hands down. All right, hands onto the thighs. Let's move through some cat and cows. So as you inhale, we're gonna bring the heart forward, crown of the head is pulling up, and I'm gonna encourage you to let your arms move back and shoulder blades together. So here's our cow, and here's our cat. You're gonna round like a cat, tailbone tucks under, chin down towards the sternum. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. Go at your own duration or continue at my count. Exhale will bring you back and your inhale will bring you forward. Always making sure you're listening to your body and going to a point that is good for you. So pain-free range of motion is key. All right, how about last one, everybody? Rounding, it's your timing, no right or wrong with the duration of time. And inhale forward. All right, let's bring our legs out, everyone. And we're gonna bring your right ankle on top of your left here. All right, I want you to make sure you're on the edge of the chair. Belly's gonna pull in, and we're gonna do some abdominal exercises here. And you're just gonna lean back, leaning back, and forward. So pulling the belly in. And let's do this again. Lean back and forward. 3 more times. And 2. And last one at your timing, everybody. All right, unravel those legs, everybody. Sit up nice and tall. And let's start to move our right leg out. And our hands are gonna come along the side, and we're just gonna rotate the femur out and back in. And you can even let that arm go with you if you'd like. And back in. Out and back in. And out and back in. All right, now let's go ahead and go back in, and now let's move our foot out. Let's bend the knee, and then we're gonna use our hands on the chairs, and we're gonna pop up and feel our sit bones anchored on the chair. Perfect. All right. So we have one knee forward and one knee out to the side. Let's bring our hands towards our heart. We're gonna lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up. And let's open to our warrior 2. Arms out, arms are parallel with the earth. Our gaze is down the arm of our right hand. Breathing here. And again, we talk a lot about the sit bones being really concreted onto that chair. So you want to tap into your core here. And then from here, pressing through your feet, feel your feet grounding and pressing in. Use your foundation of your bottom half of your body. Now let's move into our side angle. Let's bring the right forearm or the hand down to the thigh, and that left palm, lots of options for that lifted arm. Perhaps it comes to the shoulder, to the hip, shoulder, up towards the sky, or even at a lengthening out to the side. So lots of options. Hip or shoulder, up or out. Breathing here. And do you feel yourself grounded in both sit bones? And your belly is supporting your action here, working as a whole. The whole body working together. All right, rising up, rising in, belly in, belly in, belly in. Gently releasing that hand down. And then we're gonna bring the opposite hand out. And again, up and maybe over. Reaching over. Big deep breath. All right, lowering that hand down. And we're gonna bring that leg in. And here we are. From here, I'm gonna have some liquid here. I'm gonna have a little sip of water. This is a good time before we move on to the opposite side. And maybe could we cut it for a second? Let's move on to the opposite side here. We're gonna bring our hands along the side, and let's start to move the opposite femur out. So just using this motion to warm up that joint. It's kind of a miraculous joint, this ball and socket joint, and we wanna keep it moving. All right, and let the arm sway with you. And this next time, go ahead and bring that leg out to the side when you're ready. And you're gonna feel yourself seated here. Feel your sit bones anchored onto the chair, really important. And then let's lift those arms up. Inhale, lift up, belly in. And arms are gonna move out so that they're parallel with the earth. Our gaze is down towards that left arm here. Breathing. And before we tip over into our side angle, feel your sit bone anchored there, and let's start to move slowly that left arm down. And again, you have lots of options for the opposite arm. Hip, up, shoulder, or leaning over, breathing here. Full breath in and full breath out. Breathing, feeling your obliques, working with your belly muscles, pulling in, but you're breathing with all of your might. And lifting up, belly and lifting up, letting that arm assist you, lowering the hand down, reaching that opposite up, hand up and over. Breathing here. Feeling your feet on the earth, your sit bones on the earth, the lengthening along your side body, and your breath just bringing in healing light. Lifting up, lifting up, lifting up, lifting up, coming out of this, lowering that hand down, and let's bring that leg in. All right. Sitting up nice and tall, feel your posture lengthening. Let's inhale, lift those arms up. As you exhale, I want you to scoot your left foot back behind you, working that hamstring. We're gonna lean forward, belly pulls in. And now inhale, look forward, reach up. I want you to lift that leg up if it's available, and we're gonna grasp onto the front of that leg. So if this does not work for you, you can leave that foot on the earth. You want to work with what works with your body, always. Little movement here, lifting up, belly supports, your chest is pulling up, you're breathing, feeling that blood in the hip, just kind of halting this for a minute, because when you release anything in this position, there's a big rush of blood and it just cleans that area out. And then as you're ready, you're gonna use your hands, use your navel to pull in, and we're gonna lower that leg down towards the earth. And then let's switch it out. So I want you to lift those arms up as you inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, reach up. You're gonna lift that opposite leg. Hold on to it, lifting up, feeling how this side feels for you. Letting it just be organic. Whatever comes to you here, whether the foot's on the earth, if that's where this leads you, the leg is up towards the body, you make it feel good for you. And then using those hands on the leg, we're gonna lower that foot down towards the earth. Let's start a little movement and breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Bring that leg in. Left leg's gonna lift. Lower the foot. And inhale. And exhale. Reaching as you lift that opposite leg, holding on, and lowering down. Again, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, lifting that leg up, and exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Airplane arms. Reaching, inhale, bring that leg up. And lowering. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift that leg. And lower. Reach up with me. Lift that last leg that last time. And lower. Sitting on the edge of the chair, everybody, let's bring that left leg forward, hands on the hips, spreading those toes wide. And we're gonna lean forward. And then from here, go ahead and bring the opposite arm forward. So you're gonna reach that arm forward. Reach forward. Send your breath through that hip. Press through your foot and then reach that arm up. And lower down that arm and lower the foot, and we'll switch. Foot out, spread the toes wide, lift up, lengthen, and tip forward just a little bit. And now we'll bring that opposite arm forward. All right, press through that foot that's grounded. Inhale, lift up, and lower, and bring that opposite foot to the earth. Let's practice standing up and sitting down. So having said that, I would encourage you to, if you don't want to participate with standing up and sitting down, you're going to use all of those muscles that are underneath your, let's say the belt line, all of those muscles. So you're going to contract your muscles and then release. And that will get into all those important muscles that we use for standing and sitting down. So it all depends on how you're feeling for that day. If you'd like to participate with standing and sitting down, it's up to you. All right, arms can be here to the chest, out. Elbows can be out to the side, or even arms out forward. Belly in, feet on the ground, and we'll stand up and sit down, or you'll contract your abdominals. Let's begin. Stand up, and slowly lower down. Stand up, and lower down. Last 3. And 2. And 1. And we'll all come to a standing position. And we're going to walk to the back of the chair. All right, using the back of the chair for support, lifting on up. Let's bring our right foot out, left foot out. And the heels are in, toes are out, making sure you're paying attention to your knees, making sure it's comfortable and there's no pain. You can always do this seated as well. And here we are lifting on up, and we're going to move through a few sunflowers. So we'll start to reach up. You can use one hand or both arms if you'd like. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to slowly bend the knees and sweep the earth away. Inhale, lifting, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. And this next time, inhale with me. Everybody reach up. You've got that chair at any time. Reach up, feel yourself like a beautiful star shining. And you can do this seated on the edge, just reaching your arms out, your legs out if you wish. And then slowly lower down those arms, pulling onto the back of the chair. Let's bring that left heel out to the side. And we're going to bring the opposite toe out. And this is a good opportunity to reevaluate where your feet are, whether they're closer together or further in a width position. I'm going to move my foot out just a little bit here so that I can bend my knee, and the knee is going to be over that ankle joint. So you always want to try to stack your joints. Let's find our beautiful foundation of warrior two. Everyone looks wonderful. Okay, feet are grounded onto the earth. Push your feet in. Now I want you to tighten all the muscles in your legs and use your glutes, use your quadriceps, use your feet. All of that is important to begin with, and then we'll start with our warrior two. You can bring that right arm out to the side. You can bring the opposite arm out to the side if you wish. You always have this chair for support at any time. Gaze is down. And we worked through this warrior two earlier in a seated position, so that's always an option as opposed to the standing version. Proud warriors. Lifting up, trying to keep the head above the shoulders above the hips, to the best of our ability. And now let's tip belly in. We're going to bring that right hand to the chair. And again, let's move through our options with that left hand to our side angle. The left hand to the hip, the left hand out perhaps. Maybe the arm reaches, and complete side angle here. Breathing in and breathing out. At any time you can even play around with the hand on the thigh or the hand on the chair. And inhale, lift up. Hand to the chair. Let's straighten that front leg. And let's find our triangle. So you're going to start to tip over. Little micro bend in that front knee. Tipping over, belly is supporting. You've got that chair in front of you. And maybe that opposite left hand to the hip or up towards the sky. Or down, opposite hand reaching. All kinds of ideas with the arms. Always coming out and moving back into the posture if you wish. Bringing that right hand to the chair, lifting up everybody. Let's come on out. And let's move into the opposite side. Right toe in, left toe out. Bending through that knee. And a good opportunity to reevaluate where our feet are. Push your feet into the earth. Use your muscles in your legs. And then we'll reach up, and you've got that hand on that chair at any time. Left arm out. Playing around with maybe both arms. You decide. Balance is like the alignment of the stars. Every day that you practice yoga, it's a little different. Deep breath. We'll find that side angle, so you can move that left hand to the chair and tipping over, right hand, bringing the hand to the thigh or keeping it on the chair, and we'll start to move that opposite arm out, either to the hip, towards the sky, or out to the side. And breath, 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 and breath. Using those hands onto the chairs for support as we pull the belly in to come up. Let's straighten through that front leg, and we'll find a Trikonasana triangle here. Leaning forward, sliding a little micro bend in that knee, feet on the ground, earth grounded, and reaching up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the chair, pushing up, and going ahead and bringing that toe in, and let's step together. Step the feet together. Let there be about a fist distance between the feet, and let's lift and lower those heels. And let's begin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep moving. Inhale and exhale. We're going to add on with an arm if you'd like, an arm movement with that movement with the heels. The heels can stay grounded. You can just move the arms, or you can move the heels and not the arms. Let's begin. So as you inhale, let's lift our right arm up and exhale, lower. And we'll switch left arm and heels. and lower. Maybe both arms and heels. Always have that chair and lower. Again, right arm, heel, and lower. And left arm, and lower. And last one, both arms. Maybe we hold. And lower on down. Okay, grounding through that left foot. Let's step that right foot back. Big step back. Hips are facing forward. Front knee will be bent here. Back knee is straight. Feet are on the earth, lifting up. And we can rise an arm towards the sky. Maybe two arms. And slowly, let's lower on down. And we're gonna pop that foot forward just a little bit. Feet are on the earth, straighten through that front leg. Hug your thighs together, feet are on the earth, hands to the back of the chair. Let's slowly tip forward, any amount. Keeping that head above the heart here in any of our forward folds. You have your ribs stitched in, almost like a corset sensation. And go ahead and push the chair away. Come on up at your pace. And let's step forward. And we'll bring the opposite foot back. Bend the front knee. Lifting up. Ribs are in, feet are grounded. Hips are facing forward. Your arches of your feet exist. And we're going to bring an arm up perhaps. You can play around with one arm or the other or both. You decide where your hands are to support. And slowly bring those hands back to the chair. And we're gonna pop that back foot forward just a little bit so the feet are grounded, straighten through that front leg, lifting up, hugging the thighs together, feet are on the earth. And as you exhale, tipping forward. Always trying to keep the head above the heart. Slowly, and letting your position of your pyramid kind of be your own. Let it lead you. How far your hands are down towards the chair, you decide. Corset is on. As you inhale, let's all bring the hands to the back of the chair and lift up. And go ahead and step forward. Let's all now go ahead and move around to the front of the chair, slowly. And we will all sit down. Let's use the back of the chair here for some support and holding onto the chair, lifting up. Let's bring that left foot out towards the front. Rotate that foot around. And let's point and flex. And maybe we circle a little bit through that femur. Switch directions. And let's lower that foot down and let's switch it out. Circle. And let's switch directions. Point and flex. And lower on down. Get yourself comfortable on the chair here. Let's bring our feet out. And so that we have the feet grounded, let's widen our feet and let's make sure we get a nice forward fold in here before we start to come to some closure with our resting. So hands on to the legs here, lifting up. And we're gonna start to hinge forward just a little bit here. Maybe the forearms come to the thighs for support. You can glide your hands down further if you wish. You could round perhaps if it's appropriate and feels good. Okay, hands to the thighs, press your palms in, belly in, support as you hinge up. Let's heel toe those feet together. Please bring your left ankle on top of the right. We'll do the right. Hug your thighs together here, and we'll twist to the left belly first. Inhale with me, ladies. Stay here as you exhale, pull your belly in. Inhale and exhale. All right, inhale and go ahead and come out. Unravel on one, untwist, and let's switch sides. Ankle on top of ankle. Inhale, lifting, hugging together, supporting that back, and we'll twist to the opposite side. And the twist will be what's safe for you. All right, inhale with me, staying in the twist. Push the breath out with your navel. And inhale. Push the breath out with your navel. Last time. All right, inhale. And let's come out of this twist, slow as can be, and unravel. Let's move back. Bring your fingertips up to your neck and give your neck a little massage. Bring your fingertips to the top of the head and just do a little raindrop, top. Bring your pincher fingers, everybody, and bring your pincher fingers to your earlobes, and I just want you to pull down, release, pull down and pinch and release. And last time. And now let's release the hands onto the thighs. Let yourself give into the chair, close your eyes, and rest. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in strength. Breathing out any doubt or weakness. Just let it go. Breathing in health. And breathing out illness. What can you get rid of? And let it be recycled. Leave it here. Breathing in that peace that we seek within and around us. And breathing out any chaos, confusion. And breathing in that honor that we seek for our idiosyncrasies, for our imperfections, and breathing and honoring our perfections and our beauty and those aspects that make us who we are, and that two-sided of the coin. Deepen your breath. Find a little movement in your body, with a little wiggle. And if your eyes are closed, let's blink open those eyes. And we will do 3 rounds of breath together and then 1 Om. Sound like a plan, my friends? Okay. Let's bring our hands together. Let's inhale and exhale. Just let it go. Inhale, arms are gonna reach up, everybody. Exhale. Last time. Hands towards our hearts and that universal sound, Om, that connects all of us. Inhale together. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. The light in me salutes and honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.